under caution at Watkins Glen, the field behind the pace car. Wally Dallenbach has the lead at the moment. It'll be interesting to see if everybody comes in for a pit stop this time.
I doubt if we'll see many of them come in, because most of them figured they were in position to go on the rest of the way. Some of those back towards the back might come in.
Nice hat.
Hey, you got to do anything. I guess you could call those guys melon heads, huh, Benny?
Wow, look at the folks they have there today.
Hey, Benny, all these folks want to say hi to you, too. I was climbing up the tower before the race, and they were looking for you, and so they're thinking of you, pretty big guy.
I did eat your chocolate chip cookies for you, didn't I?
And that's the worst news of all.
All right, who's going to stop?
Well, let's see. We're going to know here in just a few minutes. That area off there to the right is what's called the booth. That's the long portion of the course. They're coming down between turns 5, entering turn number 10, and then they'll go back to the right in turn 11 and enter the pits.
How many cars on the lead lap, Bob?
19 cars on the lead lap, Benny, and Ward Burton is the last one, and I think he is totally out of brakes. That's the way it looked out there, so I expect him to be coming in. Dale Jarrett is having brake problems. Wonder he's running at 18th place. Wonder if he might come in. Some of those back towards the back might come in. They don't have nothing to lose. Put on some new tires and hope to pass some of those that don't stop.
By the way, Darrell Waltrip had moved up to 6th position, passing Bobby Labonte just before the caution came out. There's Darrell right there in front of Labonte and Andretti.
Well, here they come.
Time.
Yep. No, none of the leaders coming in. No,
10 laps to go, by the way. 10 laps to go. 80 laps are completed, and the green should be coming out very soon here at Watkins Glen. Where the yellow remains out. It's for oil on the racetrack, by the way. Very enthusiastic crowd here at Watkins Glen. And earlier today, in the parade of the drivers around the racetrack, each of the drivers held an American flag as he toured the racetrack in front of the paying customers. And there's also concern about the executive order from President Clinton, which could seriously affect the involvement of R.J. Reynolds through their Winston brand of sponsorship of the series. Earnhardt commented.
Well, the Winston Cup drivers are really upset about it. You know, Winston creates a lot of jobs. They created the tobacco industry, is a big sponsor of NASCAR, and has a big following with a lot of fans and everything. And surely we don't promote kids to smoke, and we do a lot of things for fundraisers and things to prevent smoking for kids. But I think it'll cut out a lot of jobs. We have a lot of people on our teams that work, you know, and it's a big industry. It's a big thing. And if it was an illegal product, I could understand it, but it's a legal product, and a company selling legal products should be able to do what they want. And, you know, this is a big industry. I think they're really getting into something they don't want to. It's everybody's right to choose, and I think, you know, you're talking about people's rights here. You're talking about the right to choose to do or don't do what you want to, and this is America, and I think you need to leave it alone. There's too much government in the people now, and they need to let the, you know, Constitution work as it is.
That is the opinion of Dale Earnhardt speaking on behalf of the other NASCAR Winston Cup drivers regarding the executive order from President Clinton last week. Caution is still out, giving the fans a little bit of a breather here before the finish of this race. We'll take a look at another Fram Field summary of how the cars are running. There you can see that Darrell Waltrip is up to 6th, separating the Labonte brothers, who were running together at one point. Jimmy Spencer down in 15th, back on the lead lap. There you can see there 16 through 30 that there are 19 cars on the lead lap.
And Bob, those four at the top there, 16th through 19th, they all did stop. They had very little to lose, so they came in and took on some new tires so they could move up a little bit in the field.
And the remainder of the field showing you the 7 cars that have dropped out of competition in this 10th annual Bud at the Glen. At Watkins Glen, where we are about to go back to racing. We will complete lap number 82 when they come down and get the green flag, and we'll have 8 more laps to go. Still Wally Dallenbach out front, but can he hold off the challenge of Mark Martin, who used to be his teammate? Remember in 93 when he finished second to Mark, he was driving as a teammate to Mark. Well, they're back at the same situation. They're not teammates, but they're running first and second now as the green comes out.
And Dallenbach leads the charge down into turn 1. Mark looks to the inside but falls back in line. Then it's Gordon, followed by Bobby Labonte. The race is on into turn 2. It's still Dallenbach. Now it should be single file till they get back to Dorsey and headed to the inner loop.
Boy, don't you love it when they do this. 8 laps to go, and they're going to get after it right now. Wally opening up a little bit of a lead on Mark. That's a pretty good lead as he got up the S's clean. Remember, the cars behind are in dirty air. They get a little bit of push to him. So Wally in command right now as he heads into the inner loop.
Now, Dorsey, you mentioned that thing has been smoking in your area. Dallenbach's car did at that time. You see any evidence?
It's been smoking as he heads down where he is right now. As he heads down the hill around the outer loop. Nope, right now it's clean. The car's no smoke that I can tell whatsoever. Side by side, 28 car up alongside the guardrail. Just nicks it. He recovers. Good recovery there. Good.
Riding with Jeremy Mayfield, that's Derek Pope just ahead. Pope is 3 laps down in 29.
Heavy smoke in the 87 car coming through the outer loop, guys.
Okay.
Jeremy Mayfield is 3 laps down in 29th. Cope is running in the 18th position.
On the lead lap.
On the lead lap, yeah.
Dallenbach holds off Martin and the others for another lap now with 7 to go.
Darrell Waldrop got a little squirrely there. Now is into the grass. Gets back on course. John Andretti with a nifty move to dive inside. Darrell back up to speed and into 2.
John Andretti having a good run here today, Bob.
Yeah, he sure is. Let's see. He is up now to 7th position.
And this is his first time in a stock car on this road
First
course.
time that he has run a stock car on this track. He has won here. Here it is again as
Darrell
goes off. Comes back right in front of John, who makes a nifty move to miss him. Andretti has won on this track on the longer course in an IMSA car, but has never driven this particular course in this kind of race car.
He was between rides a year ago here.
Yep.
A year ago next week, he got in the SDP Pontiac, set it on the outside pole for the race in Michigan that we'll be covering next week.
Yep. Let's see if Mark can get a jump off the corner and come down the straightaway and make a move on Dallenbach.
Nope, not this time. But he's moving in as they head into turn 1 in front of Bill Weber.
He's going to dive to the inside. This could be it. The fans on their feet, and Mark Martin recaptures the lead. Dallenbach falls into second. Gordon closes, tries the outside. Dallenbach looks to slam the door. Mark Martin, the pole sitter, looking to repeat as the race leader once again with 6 to go.
Wally held out wide there. He was going to try to do that inside pass, but he turned in too early, had to get out of the throttle, and almost fell back into the clutches of Jeff Gordon as they come now up into the inner loop.
And that's exactly what he tried to do, and the move that Bill Elliott made in the very early stages of the race, but it didn't work for Wally Dallenbach, who has to now settle for 2nd position. And Jeff Gordon is right there in 3rd.
Ricky Rudd is not too far behind in 4th. Terry Labonte in 5th. And Bobby Labonte up to 6th now.
I tell you what, my hat's off to Dallenbach. He has done a fantastic job today under circumstances that are less than desirable because, let's face it, this might be the most important stock car race he's ever run in his life.
He has come back from as low as 9th position. Mark Martin has to once again take the lead from Wally Dallenbach, but you're right, Benny. Dallenbach has turned in a very impressive performance this afternoon.